Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's podcast. I'm Sahar Kast, and in today's episode, we're going to explore the fascinating world of teenagers and their development. Whether you're a parent, a teacher, or just someone interested in the growth of young people, this episode will give you some insightful thoughts about how teens evolve and navigate the challenges of adolescence. We'll cover everything from rebellion to maturity, and I'll be using a range of vocabulary that you might find useful for your IELTS speaking exam as well. So let's dive in. As teenagers grow, they go through a series of significant changes. These are not just physical changes, but also emotional, psychological, and social shifts. One of the first things that many teens experience is a sense of wanting to rebel against authority figures like parents or teachers. It is often seen as a normal part of the process of developing independence. Teens might argue with their parents or question rules that once seemed unquestionable. All part of their effort is to assert themselves, to become more independent. But while rebellion might seem like a natural phase, it can also make it difficult for parents to tolerate. This is because the behavior can often seem immature, even though it is simply a part of growing up. It is important to keep in mind that although teens might appear to be clumsy in their decision making or impulsive in their actions, they are in the process of acquiring new skills, both cognitive and emotional, that'll help them navigate adulthood. Speaking of maturity, this is one of the key milestones of adolescence. Maturity does not happen overnight, and it is different for every individual. A teenager's journey to maturity involves developing the ability to think critically, reflect on their actions, and take responsibility for their choices. The problem is, not all teens are mature at the same age, and some may act irresponsibly, particularly in situations where their decision making skills haven't fully developed. This is one reason why parents might feel concerned when teenagers engage in risky behaviors, like not studying enough for exams or hanging out with the wrong crowd. As teens gain experience and learn from their mistakes, they begin to develop more tolerance for different perspectives and ideas. This is a sign of cognitive growth. Being tolerant means understanding and respecting other people's differences, and this becomes especially important as teens transition into adulthood. In fact, the ability to be tolerant is one of the qualities that make a shift from immaturity to maturity. It is also worth mentioning that the teenage years are a time of experimenting with new ideas and habits. This might include developing new hobbies, testing out different social roles, or even adopting new perspectives. This process of self discovery is crucial for developing a sense of independence. When teens acquire independence, it allows them to make choices that align with their personal values and goals. But when independence comes, responsibility comes. As much as we want teenagers to become independent, they also need to learn how to make responsible decisions. This is where parents and educators can play a significant role. They help teens understand the importance of responsibility by guiding them, setting boundaries, and teaching them to be accountable for their actions. To wrap up, let's think about the future. The development of a teenager into an independent, responsible and mature adult is a gradual process. It is not something that happens instantly, and it is full of challenges and milestones along the way. So, whether you're a teenager or a parent, remember that maturity comes in stages, and it is important to be patient with the process. Every step, whether it is rebellion or a mistake or a moment of clarity, is a part of some becoming who you're meant to be. That is all for today's episode, and I hope you found our discussion about teenage development useful and that you've picked up some good vocabulary for your IELTS speaking test. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you up in the next episode. Now, let's dive into the new vocabulary. Try to repeat the words after me. سعی کنید بعد من کلمات جدید رو تکرار کنید لطفاً. Sense of wanting. Sense of wanting. احساس نیاز داشتن. Assert. Assert themselves. Assert yourself. خودتو با اعتماد به نفس بیان کنی. Assert کنی. Appear to be clumsy. Appear to be clumsy. یعنی به نظر میرسه خیلی دست و پا چلفتی هن. Acquire, gain, get new skills. کسب مهارت جدید. Key milestone. Key milestone. نقاط عطف مهم توی زندگی. Think critically. Think critically. تفکر انتقادی. Take responsibility. Take responsibility. پذیرش مسئولیت. Engage in risky behavior. Engage in یعنی درگیر شدن. حالا risky behavior هم یعنی درگیر رفتارهای پرخطر شدن. Make a decision. Make a decision. تصمیم گرفتن، انتخاب کردن. Gain experience. Gain experience. تجربه کسب کردن. و keep in mind در نظر داشتن. امیدوارم که این اپیزود براتون مفید بوده باشه. مثل همیشه توی کانال تلگرام فایل ها آپلود شدن. میتونین PDF این اپیزود رو برای خودتون دانلود و پرینتش کنید. یادتون نره برام کامنت بزنین که بهم انرژی بدید برای ادامه اپیزودها.